All these years of thinking, ending up like this, in front of all this beauty, understanding nothing. The topic of compassion is not at all religious business. It is important to know it is human business. It is a question of human survival. Maybe the truth is I really want to like you instead. Certain thoughts or prayers. There are moments when, whatever be the attitude of the body, the soul is on its knees. All the things we experience in life can be separated into two realms, the realm of the concept and the realm of the senses. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. Anyone who knows me should learn to know me again, for I am like the moon, you will see me with new face every day. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened. Most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. Step follows step, hope follows courage, set your face towards danger, set your heart on victory. I'm very polite by nature, even the voices in my head let each other finish their sentences. I'd found out that if you push people away hard enough, they tended to go. As he learns the truth will automatically free him. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. If you only write when inspired, you may be a fairly decent poet, but you'll never be a novelist. We are like chameleons, we take our hue and the color of our moral character from those who are around us. The mind is like a restless monkey, but with practice and detachment, it can be tamed and made peaceful. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. I want to keep my dreams, even bad ones, because without them, I might have nothing all night long. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Evolution is a revolution without R, and R is a renewal of the mind. You are not the victim of the world, but rather the master of your own destiny. It is your choices and decisions that determine your destiny. Only the hand that erases can write the true thing. If I'm offended by the truth can't change, but I must change or be living a lie. Peter Ojo. Never stop acquiring the common sense, it is as good as the knowledge. Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. Taking personal accountability is a beautiful thing because it gives us complete control of our destinies. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. The beautiful journey of today can only begin when we learn to let go of yesterday. Beyond the fiction of reality, there is the reality of the fiction. Happiness is part of who we are. Joy is the feeling. The truth doesn't always set you free. People prefer to believe prettier, neatly wrapped lies. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. To believe in nothing is as ridiculous as to believe in everything. Reason and factual evidence may convert a belief into knowledge. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. Saya adalah produk gagal yang sedang dalam proses pinduran along. Smiley face. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. You see, doing one thing differently is very often the same as doing everything differently. Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow. Hope is such a beautiful word, but it often seems very fragile. Life is still being needlessly hurt and destroyed. In the face of adversity, we have a choice. We can be bitter, or we can be better. Those words are my North Star. Sometimes it seemed to him that his life was delicate as a dandelion. One little puff from any direction, and it was blown to bits. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. It's okay to not be okay. It's also okay to ask for help when you need it. Sorrow is knowledge. They who know the most must mourn the deepest o'er the fatal truth. The tree of knowledge is not that of life. Take advantage of it now, while you are young, and suffer all you can, because these things don't last your whole life. Be not afraid of life. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Not every instance requires a response. Truth resides silently in the seat of power. Of all creatures that breathe and move upon the earth, nothing is bred that is weaker than man. I am like any other man. All I do is supply a demand. The butterfly counts not months but moments, and has time enough. You are beautiful. Know this. Anyone who tells you otherwise is simply lying. You are beautiful. Be happy in the moment. That's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. Michael, there's nothing here to fear. Lucifer, well, there's always the truth. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle. One of the most healing things you can do is recognize where in your life you are your own poison. Most of the basic material a writer works with is acquired before the age of 15. If you hear how wonderful you are often enough, you begin to believe it, no matter how you try to resist it. If you didn't earn something, it's not worth flaunting. You measure the size of the accomplishment by the obstacles you have to overcome to reach your goals. I just hope I remember to tell my kids that they are as happy as I look in my old photographs. And I hope that they believe me. There is no truth on this island of yours. Rather, there are as many truths as there are stars in the sky, and every one of them different. If only they would all just leave me alone with my books and my letters, I would be content to let life and the world pass me by. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. To conquer oneself is the best and noblest victory. To be vanquished by one's own nature is the worst and most ignoble defeat. Man keeps looking for a truth that fits his reality. Given our reality, the truth doesn't fit. It is not hard to walk without looking. It is hard to walk without seeing. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It is the life in your years. The universe may not always play fair, but at least it's got a hell of a sense of humor. No human should mislead another by promising them something they know to be untrue. The sharpest minds often ruin their lives by overthinking the next step, while the dull win the race with eyes closed. Sometimes it takes many attempts to succeed, but it takes a second to lose them all. Always plan well. It's hard to throw away history. It was like you were throwing away a part of yourself. You are a cosmic flower. OM chanting is the process of opening the psychic petals of that flower. You are the point of origin for everything in your world. You set the standard for yourself. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. You can always look up to others for inspiration, but never for comparison. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. Sacrifice is a part of life. It's supposed to be. It's not something to regret. It's something to aspire to. The secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his opportunity when it comes. If what he said was the truth, it broke her heart. If what he said was a lie, it was broken anyway. Look beyond the words spoken. Actions speak louder than words and reveal the true motives behind any pretext. The point of modern propaganda isn't only to misinform or push an agenda. It is to exhaust your critical thinking to annihilate truth. The good thing about being old is you don't have to worry about dying young. A thing can be true and still be desperate folly. Hazel. A world without poetry and art would be too much like one without birds or flowers, bearable but a lot less enjoyable. Turn your obstacles into opportunities and your problems into possibilities. Be the kind of person who catches the shit before it hits the fan, not the one who scrapes it off afterwards. Life was not longer something to endure, but to live. You're already in the territory of the flowers. It's only a matter of time before you bloom. Light must come from inside. You cannot ask the darkness to leave you. You must turn on the light. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. Sometimes I can hear my bones straining under the weight of all the lives I'm not living. Don't sacrifice yourself too much, because if you sacrifice too much, there's nothing else you can give, and nobody will care for you. You can be anything you want in the world, just don't become a prisoner of hatred. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. For truth is always strange, stranger than fiction.